Would you look at that? But I don't know if I put on everywhere that I'm supposed to be, did I? I don't know if I did. Let me see. Let me try to just do it again because I don't know that I did. I posted in Slack. I think I did. Okay. Okay, hi guys. I still had a fever earlier today. I don't know. I've been taking some medicine, so even if I don't have one now, it's because of the medicine. I feel of course my nose now is going to start that came on. Let me make sure that you can hear me because last night you couldn't hear me. Listen, so even now you can. Okay, good. Hi, Skywalker, Cowgirl. Skywalker, Cowgirl. How's it going? So, I don't know. We watched a little bit of Uvalde. It's a lot of, you're not seeing the pictures, thankfully, but you're hearing what they're seeing. So it's a rough trial. I just, I don't know how it's going to go, you know? Look, the guy in Parkland was acquitted. I don't know if that'll happen here. It's kind of hard to see that. Anyway, what else is going on? Today's Friday. And I just realized, like, I haven't been sick doing this YouTube channel thing, except for the COVID. I haven't been sick, because even when I've been sick, it's been like a little teeny tiny sick. Not really like fever sick. So this is weird. So I hope that I get over this soon. So we'll see what happens. You're not feeling too good yourself? You had an ablation on your back. An ablation on your back? Hi, MSL. I missed you. I hope you did not have a sore throat for a very short time. My husband and I had this for 3 weeks. Did you get a flu shot, Skywalker Cowgirl? Really, I don't have a sore throat at all. And it's not COVID. I tested for that. So I think maybe I got a small touch of the flu, and because I had a flu shot, it's not bad or something. I don't know. It's really not that bad, okay? It's not. Hi, Denise. What? I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that. Tell me why you would get that. Tell me what that's all about. The only ablation I know about is like a uterine one or an endometrial one. Tell me what that's about. I don't understand that. Tell me. You had a flu shot. It was a different strain. We'll see. What state are you in, Skywalker? I actually feel okay. I feel okay. Like if somebody said you want to get in the car and go somewhere, I would. It's not that bad. I've been resting a lot. I stayed in bed today till 3 in the afternoon. You're getting over the hurting aches and the nose sniffling? It will be over soon, 100%. Okay, so you're not feeling well either, MSL. Okay. Well, yeah, it's just, it's like the worst thing that was the chills with the fever. You're in Wisconsin. Okay. But they say the flu rates are going down. I don't know. So, anyway, let's talk. Um, there's a new documentary on Nick Reiner. I think TMZ did? No. Fox did it? Who did it? You got an ablation on your back once a year? I've never heard of this. What is this? Tell me what this is. I don't understand. What's it for? Any more accidents? What kind of accidents were you having? What the heck is going on with everybody? Accidents. What is the back ablation? What is it for? Could you just tell me what it's for? But just tell me what it's for. Is it for like herniated discs? What is it for? Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. I want to know what it's for, please. Okay. I just want to know what it's for. Sorry about that. Laser nerves around the disc. Really? Hi, Jen Grill. Thank you, Jen Grill. You told me and Linda earlier. I could have been in and out. I knew you. I don't know. All I remember you talking about chocolate and ice cream. Takes 9 months to a year for nerves to grow. So they burn the nerves. Is that what you're saying? They burn the nerves. I see what you're saying. Okay, I gotcha. They never mentioned that to me. Okay. I have 3 different issues. Okay. I have a lot of issues with my back too. I have herniated discs. I have bulging discs. I have I have torval cyst in my I don't know if it's my spine or whatever it is. I don't take any now, Gretchen, but I have some. They pretty much cauterize the nerves. I'll have to look. I'll see what you're talking about there. Okay. Hope that it helped you, Rosalita. All right. Let's see now. We're gonna look at. We're gonna pretend like I'm all well here and everything's great, and we are gonna look at the Nick Reiner documentary. So it is a TMZ investigates, and it's going to be on Hulu tomorrow. Maybe we'll do a movie. I don't know. TMZ investigates the Reiner murders. What really happened? It premiered on Fox tonight at 8 o'clock, and it's going to be available to stream tomorrow on Hulu. And what they're saying here is that, from what I've got, the little bit of the gist of it, is that because of his schizophrenia and because of them changing his meds, he knows that he killed his parents, but he doesn't understand why he's in jail and thinks it's some kind of conspiracy. So, the documentary on the murders dives into the tragic killings, including new information tying the murders to Nick's medication. Well, that's like saying, okay, I took drugs and like the bath salts, so I'm not guilty because I took bath salts. Yeah. Let's see what else they're saying. Calm but in a fog days ahead of Rob and Michelle's murder. Nick is not really in grief, rather he's in a fog, in no small part to his medical condition and the meds that he's taking. Nick can be categorized as calm, cognizant, and dazed. He isn't even close to processing what happened. He isn't even close to processing what happened. They're saying it's likely Nick will plead not guilty by reason of insanity, a defense that requires proof. He doesn't understand the nature and the quality of his actions. What's interesting, we've told Nick's schizophrenia was exacerbated by substance abuse, and that could become an issue. Prosecutors would almost certainly argue if Nick willingly took illegal drugs, just like a drunk driver, it can't be used as a defense. This is crazy. Okay. So let's talk about the conspiracy. I don't know what the conspiracy is. Harvey Levin appeared to discuss the documentary and what they've learned about Nick Reiner's state of mind. He thinks there's a conspiracy against him, and that's why he's behind bars. He knows what he did. We are told he knows exactly what he did. But he is so delusional right now that he can't understand how that ended up putting him in jail, and he thinks there's a conspiracy, Harvey Levin went on to say. He added that Reiner has gone to rehab 18 times over the years and said he was also diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder. It says hallucinations, delusions, but also there's severe mood disturbances, severe depression, and for years it was undiagnosed. He went on to explain that they found Nick Reiner was diagnosed in 2020 and was doing well with medication. So people say he was recently diagnosed with schizophrenia. 2020, okay, almost 6 years ago, depending on when. However, doctors allegedly changed his medication the month before the murders. It sent him off the rails. Rob and Michelle watched it. They didn't know what to do about it. He was getting increasingly dangerous and erratic. There was a pretty shocking story about when they changed his meds. Why would they change his meds? This is a key detail and be crucial in his defense. They're going to be the core of the case. I think it's going to be not guilty by reason of insanity because he did it. He admits he did it. He's telling people that, and evidence is there, but I ultimately but I think that is ultimately going to be the plea. The documentary will also explore attorney Alan Jackson's decision to remove himself from the case. Money, money, money. Okay, so it's going to be released on Hulu January 10th, which is tomorrow. Okay. And let me see here. So that is that with him. And then let's see what else is going on. He said there's something with the dentist murders with this knock or something now. Knocking on door thing. Banging, door banging. That's what okay. So let's see. Oh boy. Where did I go? Here we go. Come on, get over there. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, stop. Stop with these ads. Okay, what is up with this? Why won't this go over? Alrighty. Oh, stop. I don't know what just happened. I just kind of lost my whole thing here. Leave that. Go back here. We're going to leave it like that. Sorry, we have to leave it like that. 11 days before the dentist and his wife in Ohio were murdered, a woman living down the street called 911 about 2:30 a.m. to report that someone was banging on her door who wouldn't leave. Sorry. Police in Columbus, Ohio said officers responded to the Wineland Park home around 10 a.m. on December 30th, and they found Spencer TP 37 and Monique TP 39 both dead with apparent gunshot wounds. Police don't consider their deaths to be a murder-suicide, adding there were no signs of forced entry and no weapon was found. Detectives believe the murders took place between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. on December 30th. Both of the couple's one and 4, were found safe inside the home. And a 911 call placed on December 19th at a residence just down the street. The woman said that there was somebody banging and knocking on her door at 2:31 a.m. And transcript went, a female voice, "So now they're smashing on my door. I think they're trying to get in. They're banging on my doors." And the dispatcher said, "Okay, someone's banging and knocking. Do you know who this is?" And the voice said, "No." And then the dispatcher said, "Do you have a description of them?" And she said, "No, I can't see." And then the dispatcher said, "Have you told them, have you asked them what they want or if they need something?" "No." Dispatch logs indicated that the problem left at 2:44 a.m. The incident took place a 3-minute walk up the street from where Spencer and Monique lived. Police on Monday released the surveillance video showing a person of interest walking in the alley near the TP's residence in the early morning hours of December 30th. The video released by the Columbus Division of Police shows the man walking slowly in an alley near the Wineland Park home where Spencer and Monique lived. He is seen in what appeared to be a dark coat and light-colored pants. At 10:03 a.m. on December 30th, one of Spencer's friends went to their house and told 911 that he could see a body. "There's a body," the person can be saying. "Our friend wasn't answering his phone. We just did a wellness check. We just came here and he appears to be dead." He's laying next to his bed, off of his bed, in this blood. I can't get closer to see more than that. Okay. So, I don't know. That's very odd that they haven't tied anyone to that. Okay. The missing South Carolina teen found safe. That's good. Let me see here. Okay, so what was the next thing I was going to tell you about Uvalde, right? Yeah, we're going to go to Uvalde. Okay, so let's see what we had going on over there. Okay, I'll be right. Let me get a graphic up here, okay? Let me get a graphic up here, please. Okay. Come on now. Why are you so little there? Okay, here we go. Whoopsie. Oh my goodness, come on. This is ridiculous. What is going on? Okay, hang on a minute. Get rid of that. There we go. Okay. Now let me go back to you guys and put you in a live chat. And hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. Hold on 1 second.
Hello, everybody. I'm sitting in for Carolyn for a minute here. Can you guys hear me? I want to make sure before I talk. Huh? Can you guys hear me? Maybe you guys can't hear me. Let me check on this. Yes, they can hear me. Okay, good. Just a little delay here. Okay. So I know Carolyn's talking about Uvalde. I'm going to tell you, if you're watching the court case. It is really. Oh, I'm Jim. I am Carolyn's husband, Jimmy. And so, hello, Skywalker cowgirl. Sorry, excuse me. Hey, I'm glad you guys can hear me. So, Skywalker cow. Do you guys like? Do you like Luke Skywalker? Do you like Star Wars? I'm a big Star Wars fan. Anyway, I if you're if I was watching the trial today of the officer who stood by while for over 70 minutes, I think, while these kids got hi Skywalker, hello everybody. It was so disturbing to hear. I mean, the officers went in there. They were like, they have to position every. Yeah, I hear you. I see the yes probably about the Star Wars fan. I saw the movie at the drive-in when it first came out. Well, I saw it in 1977. People kept bugging me into going. They said I would like it, and I really did. It kind of mesmerized me. And oh, hello, MSL 6956. So it's very disturbing just to hear what went on in that school. This guy. Yeah, it was just horrendous, and to know that, and you hear what the survivor said. I think one of the survivors said he came in the room and he said, "Today is the day for you to die," or something like that. The way he spoke to his victims before, we'll hear about that maybe in the future soon, but it's very disturbing. Just basically what happened, and it's super disturbing if you just realize that these guys just sat back. They had body armor. They had guns similar to him. I mean, it just period. And these defenseless kids were in the classroom, and he's just slaughtering them. And they sat down. I mean, they just stayed back, and I mean, I don't know what they're gonna say.
What's wrong with the picture on there?
I don't know. So you mean it's kind of blurry?
No, there's like two.
The other guy there? Oh, I don't know. I think he's just maybe sitting beside. I really don't know, honey. But yeah, so it was very disturbing, and I'm gonna let I guess Carolyn's gonna talk to you guys about it, and there's gonna be a lot more. I'm sure they're just really picking it apart in the trial, like describing every bullet casing that's there, and the end result. Like what would we want to know? We want to know like how many shots were fired over what period of time while the cops sat there and just did what? Yeah, they just stood there, right? That's the thing right there. So anyway, it was nice getting a chance to speak to you a little bit here, and nice hearing Skywalker cowgirl, Luke, a Star Wars fan, and maybe I'll talk to you guys again sometime soon. Have a great night. Here's Carolyn.
All right. Okay, guys. Let's see. So, yeah, I am a cell. So you can hear, right? I just want to make sure that you're hearing. Okay.
I have checked that too.
Okay, because the last time my microphone said they were hearing me and they couldn't hear me. All right, so Uvalde. Yeah, Uvalde is going on. I don't know how much time they expect. Let me see how long they're going to expect this to last here. This, let's see. All right, let's see. Parents' emotional testimony closed day 5, but it really wasn't day 5 because they used an entire day for jury and then an entire day talking about a mistrial. It's been more than 3.5 years since this happened at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde. 19 students, 2 teachers killed. And again, Adrian Gonzalez on trial. So let's go through a recap of what happened today. There was witness testimony. Judge Sid Harrell called Texas Ranger Kevin Wright to the stand and reviewed diagrams of Robb Elementary School, including the rooms 108 and 104. He described the photos showing the entrance to room 108 and bullet holes inside the classrooms. At 9:15, Texas Ranger Kevin Wright reviewed more photos of room 104, focusing on bullet defects. He notes there wasn't much glass left, only shattered pieces, said he could not determine the cause of the damage. He adds that the window frame was removed, but he couldn't explain why. I thought they said that they didn't know whether they tried to escape that. I don't know. Photos of room 104 are shown, highlighting the damage to the window with the shattered glass. He was asked about the bullet defects in several ceiling tiles in room 104, and he was asked about the bullet defects on the floor and walls of 104. And then he was asked about the bullet defects of room 105. Let's see. Across from room 105 is 111. And there were bullet defects on the walls, and Wright described the view from the hallway. He said a fragment in the window of room 111 appeared to have been shot from inside the room because there were no bullet defects in the window. Let's see, cross-examination by Nico LaHood. They asked Wright about the origins of the bullets found in the classroom. The Hood asked him about the bullet's trajectory. The person responsible for these defects and causing this damage is dead, correct? Yes, he said. LaHood follows, it's not Adrian Gonzalez sitting at the table with us. And he said, to my knowledge, no. Then Wright concluded his ballistics testimony and was excused. Then the judge noted there were going to be explicit images shown, urged anyone uncomfortable to leave the courtroom. The next witness was retired Texas Ranger Juan Torres, who took the stand. He retired April 2024, said he worked the Uvalde shooting and was assigned as a photographer for room 111. He described room 111 as being in disarray with a lot of blood. He said he photographed the gun, bullet fragments, cartridge cases, and a Hellfire trigger device attached to the weapon. Graphic photos showing blood in room 111 are displayed in the courtroom as Torres continues describing the scene. No children are visible in the images. Attorneys had a brief sidebar after an image was shown that was not intended to be shown. Torres is asked how long it took to process the scene. He said, I was there for 3 days. The rest of the guys from DPS were there for another week. Court adjourned for lunch at 12:26 and resumed at 1:47. At 1:50, defense lawyer Jason Goss questions Torres about room 111, where Torres says he was only briefed on that room. He adds that the shooter had been in the classroom closet before he arrived to photograph the scene. Goss questions Torres about the bullet trajectory in room 111, and then Torres was dismissed. Next witness was Texas Ranger Lieutenant Brent Barina, and he was called out on May 24th to assist with Uvalde investigation. He testified that he worked the interior crime scene and conducted an exterior investigation of room 24. Barina details what he saw when he walked into the school, recalling seeing deceased bodies and desks bunched up. Excuse me. The defense asked Barina about the bullet trajectory analysis. Barina testified that he only found one bullet defect on the west side of the building near room 24's exterior. The defense argues he should have located more, but Barina says, all I could find was one in that direction. Next, Dr. Garrett Phillips, the Deputy Chief Medical Examiner for Bexar County, is on the stand. He testifies that after defense questioning, the children were first identified using alphabet letters, later by medical examiner numbers. He describes the autopsies in graphic detail, including one child who was shot 13 times. My gosh. Dr. Phillips was then dismissed. Jennifer Garcia, a parent of a Robb Elementary student, takes the stand at 4:24 p.m. She testified that after the morning awards ceremony, she left her daughter at school, even though her daughter wanted to go home because she had already contributed $2 for the planned pizza party. And Garcia planned to pick her up later. Through tears, she recalls telling her daughter she did not need to come home after the ceremony. Garcia says that after returning home from the award ceremony, a neighbor urged her to get to Robb Elementary because there was believed to be a shooter at the school, and she described driving there, running barefoot, and remembering that everything was hectic. She testifies that after arriving at the Civic Center in Uvalde, she waited for hours before learning that her daughter was among the last to be identified and was one of the deceased. Then she was dismissed and court adjourned to reconvene at 9 a.m. Monday for testimony. So that was day 5, actually, and day 3, I believe it's of the testimony. Let's see, and then there was a former Robb Elementary staffer recalls the shooting in an ex-Uvalde officer's trial. Let's see, he said something, I just wanted something haunts him to this day. Okay, so something happened here. The judge, okay, when did this happen? This is with Goss. To get the context for this. Excuse me. Okay, so here, let me go on with this now. During a short Wednesday hearing, the defense asked Harl to declare a mistrial, which he denied. Hale returned to the stand Thursday morning. After her testimony concluded, Harl, the judge, then ruled for her testimony to be disregarded during a hearing without the presence of the jurors or Hale. The state's next witness was Robb's elementary school staffer Amelia Amy Franco Marin, who testified through tears at times in court. This is from Thursday, okay? So this is, I am so sorry. Sorry. Goss played Hale's interview with the Texas Rangers 4 days after the May 24th shooting. During the interview with the Texas Rangers, Hale said she was walking with her students to a Robb Elementary School playground when she heard a loud boom. It sounded like a dumpster truck picking up trash. I get there very early, so I know that they do that in the morning. I looked around, I didn't see anything. When Hale and her students arrived at the playground, she told the Texas Ranger she heard what sounded like 2 fireworks. She again looked around, didn't see anything. There was a coach leaving too, I guess to have lunch. I saw him turn around as well. He has the campus radios, and I guess he heard something over the radio because I saw him pick it up and he just starts running towards the gate. At that time, I knew there was something wrong. So I told my students, run, let's go, let's go. Because she was far away from her own classroom, Hale told the Texas Rangers that she and her students sought refuge in a second grade classroom. We were in Mrs. Rodriguez's room 19. That's where we ended up. I only ended up with 4 of my students with me. The rest of them were in other classrooms. Hale told the investigators the teachers then secured the classroom. Ms. Rodriguez paused the movie her students were watching. Rodriguez's students began hiding under their desks. Hale's students huddled with her in the back of the classroom. At that time, Hale told the Texas Rangers her husband is a volunteer firefighter in Uvalde. He began texting her updates from what he was hearing. Hale's husband has a radio, so he said, "Don't go outside. There's something serious happening," but he wouldn't tell me what. A few minutes later, he said, "There's an active shooter. Don't go outside. Don't open the doors for anybody." Some of the second grade students began crying, according to Hale. She coached them with strategies to calm the crying so they weren't making a lot of noise. Ms. Rodriguez also handed Hale a pair of scissors to defend ourselves if we need to. Hale told the Texas Rangers that she heard a knock on the classroom door, which went unanswered. After a second knock, they opened it. It was a state trooper or border patrol who escorted them to a parking lot. Hale told investigators she left Robb Elementary School campus at approximately 12:21, and she shared the district's lockdown protocols with the Texas Rangers. Okay, now, Hale told investigators that the school's classroom doors can only be locked from the outside with a key, but not from the inside. Hale's May 28, 2022 interview with the Texas Rangers concluded playing before the court. At 9:27 a.m., Goss reminded Hale of some of her Tuesday's testimony regarding the shooter's descriptions. When Mr. Bill Turner was here and he was questioning you, part of the things you told the jury was that you saw a person dressed in black with long hair and a long rifle when you were out from the playground going into the room. Is that right? Yes, Hale told Goss. The person you saw was on the south side area, I guess on the sidewalk next to the south entrance, closer to the parking lot, she responded. This person that you saw, you told Mr. Turner was on that south side. Yes, and I was pointing to that spot on the map with a pointer, she said. She also agreed with Goss when Goss referred her to the testimony about the dust or dirt that was kicking up on the playground. She agreed with Goss when he recalled her not mentioning the shooter's description or the dirt on the playground in her interview. Let's see. Turner passed the witness. I saw a shooter and he was on the south side of the building, Goss paraphrased Hale. That was never said to the grand jury or at any other time. Yeah, Hale said. Presiding Judge Sid Harrell briefly excused Hale from the stand. Harrell, the judge, also instituted a short break for jurors. A hearing began without the presence of the jury. The defense team asked the court to strike Hale's testimony in court. The court has denied the mistrial Wednesday, but we do not believe that allowing the jury to consider Hale's testimony for any purpose, we believe, won't affect the due process rights of the defendant. Turner offered a rebuttal, and then let's see, what was the whole thing of this? I'm trying to. Okay, so there. I'm just trying to get to this second point here. Turner offered a rebuttal. We believe, number one, it has all been cured through cross-examination, Turner told the court. in part, second of all, Your Honor, we believe that if the court does believe some kind of measure is appropriate, we ask the court not to throw the baby out with the bathwater. And that is the only surprise that there the defense addressing is the black hair and the gun. And it would be appropriate if the court feels like they caught them off guard and has affected their defense, instruct the jury not to consider that portion of the testimony. It is in fact that she said she saw a man who matched the description of the shooter with a gun. And a gun, Turner said. That's the key issue, Goss said. It's not his clothing or the fact that he was wearing black. The judge interrupted Goss, saying that he heard enough. And he said, I am reluctantly going to instruct the jury to disregard Hale's testimony in its entirety when they come back. Hale was called back into the courtroom. I just want to tell you, you may hear later on that I instruct the jury to disregard your testimony, but I want to emphasize, excuse me, you did nothing wrong. It is not on you. I am so sorry. Okay. The judge told Hale, I want to tell you, just from a personal experience, memories of traumatic events change or differ, or you recall more or less. And then the judge shared his own traumatic story with Hale. And that's why I wanted to, this is what I wanted to get at and get the right thing with you, okay? So, let me just get a picture of the judge up here. Okay. So he says, I had a personal experience. Many years ago, my wife and I were hit by a drunk driver. I spent 2 months in the hospital. Apparently, they almost lost me in the emergency room, but they revived me. And I remember that event very clearly, the truck coming at us and trying to get out of the way. But every time I think about it, it's a little different. That's because of stress and trauma. So nothing about this is on you. We appreciate your bravery that day, and we appreciate your testimony and being brave enough to come in. You are excused with our thanks. Take care. So that happened Thursday. And then next person, was Amy Franco Marin, an ACE after-school program coordinator. She worked at the school for a month as of May 2022. She told the court what the district's lockdown procedures were. Because I'm in a classroom, you turn off the lights and lock my door. She arrived at the school approximately 7:30 in the morning. Which was earlier than usual. Her grandson is a second grade student who also attended Rob, had an awards ceremony. The ceremony lasted until 9:30, and after the ceremony, Marin said she began planning an end-of-the-year celebration for her ACE after-school program students and their families. At 10:30 a.m., Marin began planning the celebration with another teacher at Rob. The teacher was tasked with purchasing food and snacks. He, the teacher, had a list of what food and snacks he was going to get. So we spoke about that, and then he left to go to the grocery store to purchase those items. At 10:31 a.m., Marin said she remained in her classroom while the teacher went to the grocery store. And the teacher texted her around 11:20 and said, hey, I've already got the groceries. Can you go and unlock the gate so we can deliver everything through the back and not have to carry everything through the front? The back, Marin referred to a gate located on the northwest side of the campus. At 10:32 a.m., Marin told the court about the meeting the teacher at the gate with the cart to carry groceries. She put a cart at a difficult-to-open door that leads outside, and she also placed a rock on the door to hold it open. Mitchell asked Marin why she put a rock in between the door leading outside so I wouldn't have to lock it and unlock it because it's always supposed to be locked. Marin said she brought the cart out to the gate to carry the groceries when the teacher returned from the grocery store, and I'm standing out there at the gate and I hear a loud vehicle from behind, which is from the west side. She described a vehicle going really fast before it crashed into an area of the ditch. The vehicle Marin described was the truck driven by the 18-year-old shooter. After Marin saw the crash, she closed the gate and ran inside the school to get her phone. After retrieving her phone and dialing 911, Marin ran back outside. When I ran outside, I put the rock back on the door to hold it open. The 911 call went through, and I'm running to the scene of the crash. I'm telling the operator a truck crashed on the west side. It crashed into a ditch. I kept saying that over and over because I knew they needed to know the location. Mitchell asked Marin why she ran towards the crash. Marin paused for a few minutes before she answered, to help whoever had crashed. Marin said as she became emotional, As I'm running, I see on the right side of me 2 men running from the funeral home. They were running towards the crash, and then I see them stop. When they stop, I'm still running, and I see one of them falls as they turn around and they run back. One of the men from the funeral yells, "He's got a gun," and I turn around and I start running back to Rob, and I tell the operator he's got a gun. At the time, Marin said she did not see a weapon. She said she ran back to the school's difficult-to-open door and thought she kicked the rock away to close it. She told the 911 dispatcher that the shooter was wearing a black hoodie. He threw a gun, he threw a bag, he threw another gun, he jumped the fence, Marin told the 911 dispatcher. He picks up what he threw and he's walking towards the campus. Marin confirmed that the shooter began firing his weapon towards the south area of the campus where the children were in PE area. Marin's 911 call was played for the court. The 911 call ends. Marin describes what she did after the 911 call ended. "I'm sorry. I had run inside my room to go call the front office from my intercom, and then I was going to run back out and make sure everybody was safe, but someone stopped me, and I looked at the door, I looked at the counter, and I ran under the counter. I ran under the counter, and that's when the call with the Rob's front office hung up." Marin said she was in her classroom for approximately 40 to 45 minutes. The shots wouldn't stop. Marin told the court they were just going round after round after round. They would go off, and then there was total silence, and then another round and total silence. One of those times that it was silent, the air conditioner kicked on, and I said, "Don't turn on. I'm not going to hear him when he comes. Just wait." And you just hear more shots, like nonstop. I thought, he's going to kill me, he's going to kill me, he's going to kill me, I'm going to die, I'm going to die. Marin discussed what her plan of attack would be if she was confronted with the shooter. "I'm looking at the floor, I'm thinking I'll tackle him from his ankles, I'll knock him down with my shoulder," Marin told the court. "And then I said, get up on the counter when he comes in, jump on his back, poke his eyes out, take his gun away from him." Mitchell asked Marin how she could explain that feeling of the fear, just so they understand what that feeling is. The feeling of fear is something that only someone can understand who has been through a mass shooting, she said. "You won't understand it if you haven't experienced it, and I don't wish it on anybody." Mitchell asked Marin if it was an ugly feeling. She said, "It haunts me to this day." Mitchell passed the witness to the defense. Nico LaHood, Gonzalez's lead defense attorney, began cross-examining her. LaHood passed the witness. The state had no further questions. Wow, so that's something. So that rock that she left, did she leave the rock there? She said she thought she got it out, but I don't know. And then this is Thursday again. So the next witness was Jose Lorenzo Hill. This guy right here. there. And he said he was getting ready for work at a home near the school when he heard noises. At first, I thought it was construction, but it kept going on for a while. I just thought it might be gunshots. From the second floor of his home, he said he retrieved his phone and began video recording someone about to go into the school. He sent the video to law enforcement. LaHood asked Hill why he began recording. He said, because I can't see very well. I was like, wait, is somebody actually going in there? Is somebody actually holding a firearm? Then the witness was passed for cross. The state had, he was excused. Let's see. And then Hugh Wen, an FBI agent, was called to the stand. There. He said he became involved with the investigation. He was actually in San Antonio at the time. He was the acting team leader. He got a phone call saying that his assistance is requested to go to Uvalde to process a scene. He arrived at the school approximately 2 p.m. on May 24th. When the FBI was asked to help the Texas Rangers processing the school. Before we started anything, we'd take photographs of the general scene. We were looking for casings, right? We knew the general idea of what happened. So our main focus was, okay, let's go find the casings. He began showing photographs taken by the FBI of the scene. One of them was this one. Right there. And let's see. And they passed the witness. Let's see here. Lynn Deming, a former fourth grade teacher, took the stand to describe the lockout procedures. Lock lights out of sight. Deming told the court, so you lock your door. Be sure your door's locked. You turn your lights off and you cover your windows and you hide. Deming said she and her students were heading towards a playground for recess. She, at the time, had her foot on a door that led to the south side exterior of the school. Recalled one of her students saying that a coach is yelling. And I said, why? And they said, I don't know. And the teacher said, I heard two what sounded like fireworks, and I told the kids, come back inside. My foot was still on the door, and I said, get in the classroom and hide. And closing her classroom's blinds, Deming said she went to hide with her students when something crashed into the windows. Shots went through the window, and a piece of shrapnel or debris or something hit me. And I fell or I jumped. I don't know what I did. I lost my glasses, and then I was worried. I thought I put the kids in the worst place. Mitchell asked Deming what she meant by the worst place. She said, because he was shooting through the window and the kids were directly across. I thought I made the worst mistake I had ever made. Deming then went to her students and asked them if they were okay. And one of my students said, you were shot. And I said, no, I'm fine. Are you all okay? Deming said, I thought I needed to block them from the windows. Mitchell asked Deming if she knew she was shot. Deming's students said they saw a hole in her shirt with blood on her. I think I was sort of in shock, so not necessarily. Deming said she did not see the shooter outside the building because there was gunfire at her classroom window and she heard the shooting in the hallway. Deming believed there might have been multiple shooters at the time. I was just telling them to pray. I told them I loved them. Deming recalled telling her students as they hid, I just kept saying, babies, I love you, just pray, I love you. I wanted to tell them it would be okay, but I wasn't sure, and I just wanted the last thing that they heard was somebody loved them. I think I said it 1,000,000 times. Deming shared with the court what she told the family members while at the school. Her family members. I messaged my husband. I said, somebody's shooting out the window. I love you. I'm sorry. Tell the kids I'm sorry. She told the court how she and her students were rescued from the classroom.
They asked, "Is anybody here?" One of my students said something, and I was scared because I didn't know who it was. And Deming said in part, they kind of peeked around and said, "Is there anybody here?" And I said, "Yes." Mitchell asked Deming what she thought about her students on that day. She said, "They are the strongest, bravest people on this earth. This whole earth. They were just so brave." Next witness was Nicole Ogburn. She was a co-teacher. She taught in room 102 at Robb Elementary. She heard a noise that sounded to her like metal hitting a brick. And she says it wasn't uncommon to hear noises outside, people working on something. I thought maybe a shovel hitting bricks. They were digging something up. Ogburn told the court she went to a different window in the classroom and described what she saw. She saw a guy dressed in black, his hair kind of mid-length, and she saw a backpack and a gun pointed towards the playground in the pavilion area. Ogburn said the teachers did not have enough time to leave the classroom, so they decided to hide. I heard gunshots. I felt stuff falling on me. So I literally went onto the ground on my belly and started just crawling on my belly to get underneath the curtain with the kids. One of the students, according to Ogburn, attempted to protect her. I was laying on my stomach, and the student crawled onto my back and laid across me and rubbed my arm and told me, "Ms. Ogburn, it's going to be okay." Ogburn then said she called 911. I did that, called 911 twice, and my calls were dropped. I think it was on the third one that I finally got through. Ogburn's 911 call was played before the court. Ogburn told Mitchell how she and the rest of the class escaped. She said a law enforcement officer happened to come in and was like, "Is there anybody in here?" And I don't remember exactly what he said, but it had something to do with law enforcement. He asked me and Miss Alvarado and the students to go out the window. Ogburn told the court she was the last person to leave the classroom. The next one was Kevin Wright, and that was the ranger that was began the day on Friday too, and started to talk about the scene now. Let's see here. So those are the last 2 days of testimony there. I wonder if anybody's even here with me. Let's see. Let's see if anybody's here with sickly me. Hi, Bucky Ann. Uh-oh, you have no taste? What happened? You finally breathe? Okay. You have no taste? Two Scooter was here too? Somebody's saying hi to Scooter. I don't know. I don't see her though. Somebody said hi Twisted. Hi to Scooter. I don't see them though. There you are, MSL. Aren't you sweet to stay with sickly me? Aren't you, sweetie? Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, that's some hard stuff to get through. But that's the end of that for the day, for that day. And let's see what else is going on. It's you and me, MSL, against the world. Okay. Don't get that dramatic, Carolyn. There's other people here, right? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have a sip of something. You know, when I take this off, I'm gonna be looking horrendous. My nose. Sorry, I look pale and pasty and yucky. Okay. Let me go to see what else is going on, right?
17-year-old fatally slashed in the neck in Queens. Yikes. Let's see. Stabbing rider in a midtown subway train on the head. What? Winter storm warnings issued in 6 states, up to 2 feet of snow to hit. Great. Let's see what else. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see. Prior 911, we went through that. Human garbage. Okay. My family's been stuck in the Caribbean for days. Abusive husband who choked his 84-year-old wife walks free. What? Oh yeah, here, Linda was talking about this today. This is Linda would talk to me about this in Zoom. Might as well talk about it, okay? Maybe you heard about it. Guy looks really scary. Let's see if we can get... This guy. He was stealing bones from November 7th to January 6th. And selling some of them. 100 skulls and mummified body parts were found at his residence. Let me see if I can get his. Trying to get you his face. I found it so many times that I missed talking with Linda about this. Okay. Here we go. No. Come on. It's too small. What happened? I had it and then it went away. Crazy. Oh, come on. I want to get you his face so you can see how creepy. Oh boy. Small. Now we got it. I never made my Hershey Chewy chocolate cookies. That's the guy. Okay, and he stole dozens of skeletal remains. Between November 7th and January 6th, when he was arrested. He stole more than 100 skeletal remains, Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, and these were found at his home. Officers say Tuesday night arrest of 34-year-old Jonathan Gerlach culminated a months-long investigation into break-ins at Mount Moriah Cemetery in Eden, where at least 26 mausoleums and vaults had been forced open since early November. Police had been looking into a string of burglaries when an investigator checked Gerlach's license plates and found that he had been near Eden repeatedly during the period when the burglaries occurred. Police say the break-ins centered on sealed vaults and mausoleums containing older burials which had been smashed open or had stonework damage to reach the remains inside. He was arrested as he walked back to his car with a crowbar and a burlap bag in which officers found the mummified remains of 2 small children, 3 skulls, and other bones. Gerlach told investigators he took about 30 sets of human remains and showed them the graves he stole them from. Investigators say the arrest led to a search of his home in Ephrata, Lancaster County, where they found well over 100 skeletal remains. Detectives walked into a horror movie come to life the other night. This is an unbelievable scene. Some of these were 200 years old, some obviously much newer. There's one with a pacemaker still attached to the body. I grieve for those who are upset by this, who are going through it, who are trying to figure out if it is in fact their loved one or their child, because we found remains that we believed to be months-old infants among those that he had collected. Police believe the remains were taken from other cemeteries throughout the region. They're investigating a Facebook group titled Human Bones and Skull Selling Group, where Gerlach was tagged and pictured holding a skull. Very simply, detectives have recovered an awful lot of bones at this point, and we are still trying to piece together who they are, where they're from, and how many we are looking at. It's going to be quite some time before we have a final answer. Authorities said they do not know if any of the remains were sold or why Gerlach wanted them. Neighbors are shaken after learning about these charges. The remains were in various states. Some were hanging as it were. Some were pieced together. Some were skulls on a shelf. Wow. Okay, so that's gross, right? Okay, so what are you talking about now? I'm muted? Wait. I'm muted? No. What's going on? Hold on. There's no way that I'm muted. Let me see.
Night arrest of 34.
No, I'm not muted. I'm not muted. How come she said no, I was muted? Oh, okay. Okay, I see that. Okay. Okay, let's see. No, it's her, Rosalita. You hear you fine. Okay. Oh, it's Rosalita that was muted? Okay. I got you. Scared me for a minute. Okay. I should be muted for a minute. I sound terrible, I know. Okay, I don't know what I just did. Okay, let's see what else is going on. Let's see what else is going on. Okay. Georgia deputy arrested. Luigi Mangione returned to court as his attorney challenges charges tied to the death penalty. Why Ohio police aren't sharing many details about the dentist and wife's homicide investigation. Well, why not? Let's see, why not? They are now revealing why they have been tight-lipped about an investigation that has piqued the interest of people across the country. We want to make sure that we don't compromise the integrity of this investigation, said the chief of police, Elaine Bryant. So when we finally identify a suspect and it goes to trial, we want to make sure that there is nothing that could cause the case to be dismissed or cause it to be kicked. We're looking at every single tip, every single information that comes in. We'll leave no stone unturned. We're investigating it, but there's only so much we can share at this point. Okay. Okay, KKK. Salt Lake City shooting, victims ID'd. See what else is going on. After wife killed her, we went over that one. So, Stuck Singer. Where's the, let's see. Texas woman allegedly stabs her uncle to death after he told her to start cooking. This is quite the mugshot. Ashley Marie Seibenaler. Wonderful. Let's see what happened here. She's 32. She looks older than that, doesn't she? Okay. She's in custody after she stabbed her uncle when he told her to start cooking. She was taken into custody January 3rd, charged, she stabbed him to death, huh? Because she was charged with murder. Let me see. And charged murder on accusations. She fatally stabbed her uncle, Tony Vernon Graham, on December 26th at a home they shared in Fort Worth, Texas. An arrest affidavit said that she was Graham, 64. Her uncle was living with Seibenaler, 32. And in the living room of a house they shared with two other roommates at the time of his death. One of the roommates told police they heard Graham and his niece arguing before the roommate went into the bathroom to take a shower. And once she returned to the living room, she found that Graham was stabbed on the floor. Meanwhile, a bloodied Seibenaler sat silently on the couch. The roommate told police they moved a bloodied knife found on the ground to a nearby table. Graham was soon pronounced dead at the scene. The niece had initially been questioned by police at the home, but officers reported that she did not appear to verbally speak with them at the time, instead communicating by writing her answers down on paper. Officers believe she was nonverbal. However, police said Seibenaler later appeared to communicate much verbally during a follow-up interview, December 30th, and during that interview, she initially denied stabbing her uncle, but allegedly soon confessed to attacking him with a knife, claiming he had stabbed her in the mouth first, according to the affidavit. However, investigators found no apparent injuries in or near her mouth that were consistent with a stab wound. Ashley also mentioned that Graham pissed her off and told her she needed to start cooking. Officers did not arrest her after the interview and allowed her to return home despite the alleged confession. On January 2nd, one of Seibenaler's roommates called police to allege that the 32-year-old was standing outside their bedroom with a knife, making the roommate feel unsafe. Oh my gosh. Police issued an arrest warrant, took her into custody on January 3rd. She's currently being held on a single murder charge. That's really weird. Really weird. But I don't know now why I'm so congested right now. But I'm probably driving you crazy, so I'm going to do the word cookies. And I was just thinking to myself, I haven't been sick like this since COVID. So that's like 5 years. 5 years I've been running strong for you guys. Okay, so let's see. Let's hope I'm feeling better tomorrow, right? It's terrible like this. Sorry about that. Sorry. Stop using your picture. You think that's your picture? Come on. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Stop. Wow, this is a short daily puzzle, isn't it? This is a really short puzzle, isn't it? Nag. Okay, and that was pretty easy. Yeah, you got gain too, MSL. Wonderful. That was pretty easy. That was pretty easy and pretty fast and pretty everything. Better watch out. Better count. Better not pump. See if I can get in on these. Gel. To be ego, right? Hotel, yeah, who got that? Very good, MSL. Great job. Good night, Linda. Abandoning us. That's okay. That's all right. You go just abandon us. That's all right. Gooey? Might be. Let me see. I don't know. Might be an extra word. It's an extra word. Go on with your bad self, Linda. See you tomorrow. Linda's leaving. She can't take it. Linda's leaving us alone. She's leaving. It's not right, but she's leaving us alone. Oh, I don't know if my head's in it for the rest of these. I haven't seen Murder of Crows in a while. Where's Murder of Crows? How about Oogle? No. I don't know, you guys. No one wants to hang out with sick me. I'm just feeling sorry for myself. Okay. YOLO. Nope. Let's see. I'm sick. I make those little videos in bed when I'm sick. So you have to understand that. I don't know what I should do. I don't know if I should take any more medis here. Yeah, where's my friend Murder of Crows? I don't know. They left us all alone too. Nobody likes us. Nobody likes us anymore. When did you ever bunk with Linda? You never bunked with Linda, did you? Never. You're a liar. When did you ever bunk with Linda? Never. Never, liar. Blasphemy. I had to sleep in the same bed as Linda, Scooter. Oh, in prison. Oh, I thought you meant on vacation. I thought you meant on vacation. Sorry. My bad. I didn't know you were talking about prison. I forgot. I try to put that out of my mind. You were cell block sisters. I remember now. I remember now. Okay. Now I remember. Okay. Yeah, I do. I catch everything? No, not everything. Not everything, really. But uh-oh. She wants the honey buns from the commissary, huh? Yep. I figure. There was a time, MSL, when I had COVID, everybody stayed on all night to look after me. Did you know that? And Linda read to me and everything. Now they're like, she's got a cold. Big freaking deal. See you later, guys. She had crabs in prison. Oh boy. Linda had crabs in prison? Yikes. 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 Oh my gosh. That's gross. Oh my gosh. Who did? I wasn't in prison. You guys were in prison. Oh my gosh. You just said Linda had crabs in prison. Oh my goodness. Who? Who had crabs in prison? I wasn't in prison. I was a good girl. Not like you baddies. Not like you baddies. You guys were bad. Spill those beans. You guys were the ones in prison. It's making you dizzy. Laughing when your head hurts. You're not still feeling that good either, huh? Yeah, Scooter's trying to make me be bad like her and Linda when they were the ones that were in prison for all the stuff they did. Prison. Scooter wore the blue, and I think she was trying to always steal Linda's bread. That's why the honey bun thing. She was trying to steal the bread. I don't know why. The bread. Remember on Friday nights, it used to be whatever shows, and then there was Love Boat and then Fantasy Island. I think at first it was the Donnie and Marie show, and then maybe it was Donnie and Marie, Love Boat, and Fantasy Island. I really didn't like Love Boat that much, but I tolerated it. It's not like I let it play in the background. Fantasy Island I watched sometimes, and I was never really that into the Donnie and Marie show. I don't know. Maria's, well, they're, you can't, they're members of a cult. Come on. They're members of a cult. Don't let that blow past you. Don't let that blow past you. I do want to see the Book of Mormon on Broadway. Let's see. The Book of Mormon. Bet. I don't know. I was being measured to go in the black trash bag by Scooter. Yeah, well, you got to watch out for her. You got to watch out for Scooter. She'll be measuring people. She'll be a 2 trash bag. She'll be a 1 trash bag. She always said that. 2 trash bags and duct tape or 1. She thought we could get you into 1. I'll hit her with the shovel. Stuff her in the bag. Oh my gosh. Yep. But now, nobody cares. Now, no one cares, Scooter. I don't know what this is. Goyle. I can't even think anywhere. Goyle. Toil. Where is our murder of Crozes? Where's Heart Made Wises? Where's High 61s is? Where's all our peeps? Our peoples. Where's all our peoples? Remember Edelweiss? Sunny Bunsies. Wow Life. Crazy Cat Lady in Australia. Leah. Leah, who burnt the cake. Remember, isn't Leah the one that burnt the cake the first time she came on? Yep. Yep. What's going on?
Nothing much.
Nothing much going on?
I'm hungry, I said.
You're hungry?
Why are you talking to me like that?
I don't know.
You good?
Why don't you try the gingerbread cookies?
Are they soft now?
Probably.
Sure.
Are they soft?
Try.
I froze them because went away.
Oh, no way. What's up?
You went away, I said, so
Yeah.
I froze them.
Ow.
What's the matter?
I got a problem with
Your jaw?
yeah. Upper jaw.
That's not good.
It's bad, yeah.
Let's go to the doctor.
Yeah, I might have to go soon for us.
Might have to. Some playing Innocent right now. Are they playing Innocent, Scooter? Stop. Bet. Straight. Do you know what straight means? If someone says, Scooter said straight means I'm all right. But isn't it straight? Doesn't it mean like damn straight? Like,
Straight. You're good.
well, you're good, but it doesn't mean good. I thought it means like the affirmative, like we're going out to get clothes tomorrow, straight, like
What?
damn straight.
Nah, word.
It doesn't mean damn straight.
Nah, word. I'm not joking. What?
What would you use the word straight?
Are you alive?
Yeah, I am. But Scooter told me it means good. Straight means good.
You straight?
Straight.
I know. You straight? You good?
Is that what it is? You straight?
Yeah, you straight? I'm straight.
I don't know. I think it would go with damn straight. Wouldn't it be? Damn straight we're going.
Maybe.
I don't see where it means good. Straight means good.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm straight.
You straight? Same thing, Carolyn, she says. No, not really. Straight. You straight? Either or. I have a ribbon, it says straight on it.
Yeah.
But it's from pants that are straight leg.
Mm-hmm.
It says straight.
You got sexuality straight.
Yeah, I
Not at
know.
all.
But that doesn't mean you straight. So what if somebody thinks that's what they mean?
Mm-hmm.
And
You
they're
know,
like,
you
no.
gotta figure that out. You gotta understand that.
Okay. You straight? It's like, are we straight on this? It almost sounds like you're interrogating someone. Like, is that clear? Are you straight with this now? I need to be tweaking.
Yeah, tweaking, bro. Don't tweak, man. That's something you're a big fan of.
That's what Scooter says.
Yeah, it's good. It's just says that because of us.
Yeah. She's trying to be cool and everything.
You gotta keep up with this
Straight.
slang. You gotta keep up with the slang. You probably don't even know what a lot of stuff is.
What's another slang?
I don't know.
We know most of it. Bet. Straight.
Yeah, vet.
Bet.
Come on. Vet is,
Not vet. Bet.
Bet. If
Bet.
you don't know a bet, I don't know who.
We
How do you
found.
not know a bet?
We do know what bet is.
Good. You better.
Okay. What's another one?
That's probably pretty old school bet.
That's old school. Okay.
Come on, right?
Straight.
Bet.
Straight up. What's another one?
Word.
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 That's old.
Yeah, that's real.
Word is old.
What's new then? Tweaking is new, pretty new.
Tweaking.
Cap is kind of new.
Cap.
Yeah.
What's that?
You capping, Mom. You're lying.
Capping is lying? Capping used to be shooting someone.
Yeah, you can cap someone's ass too.
They're going to
Yeah.
cap somebody. It's not a good thing.
You're finna get capped, yeah.
Yeah, not good.
You just gotta understand how to use it.
Yeah. He's capping, he's lying.
Now you get more water filled up.
Okay. I don't know. Get those mixed up is not a good idea. Oh boy, you guys. You don't care about me. What am I going to do? I don't know. Straight. I don't know. I can't get these. I don't know. And nobody's helping. What is this? That's all too old stuff. Yeah, it's too old, right? What were the other things? Bet. What do they always say? Oh, this is going to smack. That's what they say when something's good food. This is going to smack. And I guess that comes from, like, smack your lips or something, right? Smack. What are they? This is going to smack. This smacks or something like that. Sugar smacks. If something's good to eat, you say this is going to slap. Oh, no, slap or smack.
This shit. Alright, but watch what you're smacking. Smack is a different word. It means you're high as fuck.
Oh, really? Oh, great.
Slapping.
Sorry, guys. I was wrong with that one. That means you're high as F.
If you're gonna eat food, this is gonna slap.
Oh, I thought it was this is going to smack.
What?
That's what I thought it was. Like smack,
It's
like
gonna
lip
slap.
smacking good. Lip smacking
Oh,
good.
no. You know, I say this food about to hit.
This
About to hit.
about to hit.
It's about to
Okay.
hit.
It's about to hit. Hit your stomach.
Don't say that.
Well, that's what you're saying it for.
Yeah, it's gonna hit. You know.
This is gonna hit because you're gonna eat it so
If your
fast.
friend-
It's
Mom,
so
if you're
good.
with your friend, Mom, you guys about to eat food, you're gonna go. Your friend goes, it's gonna hit, and you're gonna go hit your stomach.
No, but
You're
I'm
gonna
saying,
sound dumb.
but that's where you're getting it from.
Yeah, I guess so.
But I don't understand why smack means you're high as F because smack is like lip
You want me to
smacking
describe it to you
good.
really quickly?
Yeah,
Say you do something with the boys, right? The
Yeah.
high.
yeah.
The high. Look, ready? High smash your whole high.
If you're high, you
Like
smack
that.
your whole
Yeah,
face.
you wait. What?
You smack somebody smacks your whole face.
No, it's
Oh.
like you're high. Just smack. Damn, it's hitting.
Oh, it's hitting.
Like that. I
But
don't know
not
what I'm
like the
saying.
food. Okay. The food is hitting.
Food's gonna hit it. Wait.
No smack. It's drugs. Oh my god. Somebody said. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh. Smack. You got smacked last night.
Mm-mm.
That makes sense? No?
Well. Oh yeah. Here's another one. If you want to baked, I'm baked.
That's it's so old.
I know that's funny.
That is so freaking old.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
You-
That's
geek.
from
What about geek? You know what geek is?
a geek?
Like, I'm getting a geeked.
No,
That's
geek.
another-
What I was
Wait,
a
we
geek
think
was like a
Yo,
nerd.
oh yeah. Ready? Want a toke?
That's old.
That's old too.
That's so
Yeah, that's
old.
that's
They
old.
make songs about that.
Yeah, token.
Come on. That's old. That's nothing new.
I don't know. No, I don't know too much. about
Okay,
that.
a geek was always like a nerdy person.
No, like,
Oh, he's such a geek. You can't go out with that guy. He's a geek.
you can say, "Yo, I'm geeked right now." That means you're high as hell.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I'm serious.
No wonder Scooter's always saying that.
When a scooter smoke?
She's like, oh, I'm geeked.
Is that what she says?
Yeah,
So
she's like,
she smokes, does she?
I guess so. She's like, I'm geeked like crazy. I didn't know. I thought she.
Crazy. Scooter. What? That's funny as hell.
Yeah, scooter.
Scooter high has got to be one of the hilarious things.
Well, yeah. Sometimes when she's not getting arrested.
Why would she get arrested? What does she do? Dumb things when she's high?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yep. It's not good. How she got into prison.
Oh god. Right.
She was in prison with Linda. You know that, right?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you being serious?
She was in prison. That's how they met. Her and Linda.
Holy smokes.
They were in prison together.
And Linda smokes too.
Well, she was getting geeked with Scooter and then got in some trouble.
Wow. That's a good way to meet. All right.
All right.
Go. Good night, love
All right. Good night. I love you. Yeah, that's whack, right? And he says, yeah, I remember that one, Bucky. See, Scooter, now he went to bed thinking you got geeked with Linda, and that's how you ended up in the slammer. Oh, boy. He already went to bed. Scooter got geeked, and Linda got geeked, too. You guys were geeked. Linda, you were geeked with Scooter. Geeking it up. And you got hauled off to jail. Oh my gosh. Oh, stop, Scooter. You don't want to stop. You don't want to think. You're thinking he's up in his room going, oh my gosh, my whole image of Scooter is gone. I thought she was a wholesome woman. Tell him tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Scooter. Stop. Linda says it was 20 years ago. Give it a rest, Scooter. She took the rap, AF. Oh my gosh. So that's good. I almost said this is going to smack. This is going to slap. That doesn't make any sense. This is going to slap. It should be smack, that it tastes good, like lip smacking good. And slap should be if you're high, because slap like a slap in the head. Like, neither one makes sense for being high. Neither one. Smack or slap. And geeked, that makes zero sense. Geek means like, oh, he's such a geek. And then if you're like geeking out, I would say if you're geeking out, it's like you're really embarrassing. You're acting like such a lunatic. Like you're geeked out. Oh, look how geeked out they are. These kids need me to rewrite this stuff. This stuff is going to hit. We got to say that. Wow, this is going to hit. Yeah, when you talk smack about someone, it's bad. But now it's like smack is also supposedly if you're high. Come on. The language is hooked on phonics. I don't know. It's so weird. This is going to hit. I get it. This is going to hit. The food looks so good. I'm going to scarf it down so it's going to hit my stomach. So this is going to hit. You still say, oh, snap. Or, my bad. Remember when that came out? My bad. I thought that was so stupid then. My bad. Sorry, my bad. I don't know. I can't get to it. This is gonna slap. How is good food gonna slap? I don't get it. This is gonna slap. There's no. Where would they get that from? I'm gonna look that up right now about smack meaning high. Well, when you're on smack, really? When you're on smack, that means drugs? See, I don't know that, Bucky. Let me see. Does smack mean high? The word smack is a common street name for heroin. I didn't know that. To be smacked out or smacked back, that means to be high on the drug. So if you say, uh-oh, somebody's calling me. Who's calling me? Hello? Hello? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Why? No. Neither are my other ones. All right. Bye. Okay, let me see something now. Let's see. Therefore, smack is a substance to get high. But what does smack mean in slang? Smack is a classic term for heroin. I have never heard that, or a kiss, or even a type of small boat. It can mean hitting, drug, insulting speech, or a sound kiss. Okay. I never knew that one. Okay, smack. What the hell is that? Okay, now let's see. Does slap mean good food? Yes, in modern slang, slaps means something is really good, impressive, or it hits hard. See, that's what it is. It hits hard. It slaps. That makes sense, especially for music. What? No, we were learning some slang. Did you know smack means heroin?
Smack, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Ethan said smack means you're high.
No, smack.
You got smacked. He said it's high.
No, it's
They were smacked last night.
Well, everything's new nowadays, but it's like smack is. What did I just find?
Slaps. If you say this chicken slaps, that means that chicken is good. It hits hard. But see.
I got this.
But here it says something about, listen to this one, though some purists from the Bay Area hip-hop culture argue it should apply to music and that food smacks. See? So they do use smacks with food. I'm going to tell him that. He's not so smart on that. It can mean food smacks. And that slap should only be used for music. Like, wow, this music slaps. Okay. Yeah.
So, what do you think all this is?
I don't know where my thyroid meds are.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go to bed because I used to, let you know. It's usually when.
Back when I was 14. Okay, I didn't know that, but they also said smack could mean food. They said that it should be food is smacking.
That's all the new talk nowadays.
No, and this is going to hit is also good for food. It's going to hit.
They used to also call it junk. Junk used to be heroin. Smack.
Smack attack. Snack attack. Sneak attack. All right. Shoot. Hold on for a minute. I gotta go get something. Just wait 1 second, please. I gotta. Watch out. Oh no, I thought. Okay, but okay, just yeah. I don't know where. Just look. It must have fallen off the bed last night or something. I don't know. Sorry, guys. My thyroid meds are missing. It's not smack. It's thyroid meds. I keep getting this lady, Sugar Spun Run. She had an Italian cream cake that slaps. No, she said it melts in your mouth, I think. And now she's making pink champagne cake. And she's never going back. And she keeps showing these cakes. Sugar Spun Run. I'm giving her a shout out, even though I've never watched her. But I'm getting a lot of food recommendations, and it's so nice considering all the freaking drama channels that used to be flying about. I'm getting lots of food recommendations, and I love it. I must be on a new trajectory here. I love it. I have soft iced oatmeal cookies. Bake with me. Oh, I'm getting people in their cabins. This one lady lives in a cabin with her cats out in the middle of nowhere in the snow, and she had Christmas at home with her cats alone. Did you watch that? And I keep getting now cooking with Tammy. She's making a Cajun chicken Alfredo. I have also now in my feed this woman. I wonder if Scooter's watching any of these people. It's such a pleasant break from those loudmouth, shock jock wannabes. There's another one that does she lives alone in Japan, I think, and she comes home at the end of the day, and she's in my feed now. It's so serene, and I've got a lot of people that are living alone in the winter, and they have like these really cozy cottages. Is anybody getting that in their feed? Scooter, are you watching that? You saw that pink cake? Yeah, well, she made an Italian cream cake. I saved that one because I want to make that Italian cream cake. I didn't watch her yet. Then I saw some lady making her own vanilla extract. Are you making cookies tomorrow? Which kind? Those soft iced oatmeal cookies look really good. Jimmy loves oatmeal cookies. They would slap. They're gonna hit. I want to make some cookies. I want to make Hershey's soft ones. I want to make some cookies before Ethan goes back to college. He just ate his gingerbread. Thankfully, I saved some in the freezer for him. Those probably were slapping. You get all those? Yeah, so I think we're on a different trajectory to Scooter, and we have those horrid shock jocks out of our stuff. I'm getting so much food and cabins and stuff in my feed now. I love it. I don't have that craziness. What else do I have? New York City style chocolate chip cookies from One Dough. Jelly roll rag quilt. I sold out in 6 minutes apartment bakery vlog. I love these. Sorry. I got this lady. Her name is Brookie, and she makes thousands of cookies in one day. Isn't it so much nicer than that drama crap, Scooter, that we always were shoved down our throats? Oh my gosh. Oh, here's the lady. Am I lonely living alone in the woods? That's that lady that lives with her cats, and you just see how she wrapped her presents and everything, and she lives there. They all make like lovely tea and coffee. You watch Josh and Mama? She doesn't know how to cook, so she makes weird meals. Yes, it's so nice. This lady makes, like, they all make their tea and their coffee so beautifully. You know what I mean? Like they come in, everything is all about the aesthetic of everything. It's nice. It's nice. She tried to make it nice. I guess she gets Amazon deliveries. Like she had her stuff. It's very nice. I like it a lot. But this one lady's making these iced oatmeal cookies. They look like they would slap. I think those are going to hit. And somebody's making the easiest pecan caramel turtles candies. According to a person named According to Jeff. So it's a guy, I guess. I get him now. So I have all of these coming up in my feed now. And the pink champagne cake. She's making cakes. It's so nice to make cakes and stuff. I've been watching a lot of cooking shows. Oh, yeah. Well, I had pastina. That's what I've been eating is pastina. That's all I've eaten for 2 days is pastina. And I haven't begun eating anything until like 5 o'clock at night. But yeah. Then the giant version of the ding dong cake, the sugar spun run. I subscribe to her sugar spun run. You watch so much of these? Yeah, they're very nice. Nice. I tried to make it nice. Especially the people that are living alone there out in the woods. Somebody tried making homemade Little Debbie honey buns. That's Claire Recreates. Hey. And a bunch of, somebody said they were yogurt cakes or something. I don't know what they were. Thought they were yogurt ricotta cakes, but they said it was just crazy. There's a former royal chef shares no baked cheesecake he made for the royal family. And then there's Amish Secrets. That's that sugar spun run. Like my cousin Lorenzo, he's like, the Amish, the food was so good. I'm like, what food was so good from the Amish? And he's like, the cake and stuff. I'm like, okay. But Brookie, this lady Brookie, she's in Australia and she just bakes cookies all day long. Oh, yeah. Well, a whole box of pastina is not that big, but yeah, I hear you. You subscribe to him, who? The Royal Chef or which one? You probably subscribe to the Royal Chef, right? Because you love the Royals and you want to eat what they eat. I bet you that's who it is. She probably subscribes to the Royal Chef. Look at me giving all these shout outs. The Royal Chef, Scooter? You watch a woman who makes all the Little Debbie cakes. She calls eggs liquid chicken. I figured you would be to the Royal Chef. Yep. But I want to do the iced oatmeal cookies. They look really good. And then there's Brookie and Sugar Spun Run. That's all we ate was a box of pastina. Yeah, I get you. Remember, how did we watch those things? Was it in Zoom? Because I don't think we watched them online about those. Remember those home ec things you used to make us watch? Did we watch those in a Zoom? Because I can't imagine. I would have never played them out live. How did we watch those? He cooked for Diana and the boys mostly? Huh. Sugar Spun Run, yeah. I gotta look up their names. I watched them, but I don't know their names. You don't know their names? Yeah, and then that I have a lot of like vintage Christmas, going to Sears. I watch that sometimes. But that lady Brookie who makes the cookies are all like the dough's all in the thing, and she's baking them like 1,000 cookies. She puts them on the cookie sheets. Well, that one I only saw one of her videos. So there used to be another lady that all she did was ice cakes, like 30 cakes, no talking or something. Do you know that lady? That could be very relaxing to watch too. Yeah, all she did was ice cakes. You watch all that vintage stuff? Yeah, like Christmas from the 70s. And hurry up, kids, put on your Sunday best. We're going to Sears. And this lady went to Sears and they bought shoes and stuff. What else was the other stuff? Your aunt used to make a delicious cake, vanilla cake, poke holes in it. Yeah, that was the Jell-O pudding cake. Yep. Yeah, that was called Jell-O pudding cake. That used to be in all the magazines, Jen Grill, back in the 70s and 80s. The husband always asked the wife if she could make something, and she goes all out messy hair. She makes everything look so good. Oh, really? I used to make the dream pies. Remember the dream pie? It was with that dream whip plus pudding and a graham cracker crust. Italian Girl. Who? I watch her, Bucky Ann. Italian Girl. Really? On here? She's Italian. Okay. I have Dream Rip in the cupboard from watching a video. Really? I wonder what I need for those oatmeal cookies. I need oats. I think I need a new box. I used to always have quick oats. On YouTube, because there's somebody on Instagram. She cooks really good. On Instagram. Chocolate Dream Whip. I've never in my life heard of Chocolate Dream Whip. I've seen a lady trying to make Orange Julius on here, and once I was going to make that, even though I've never ate it in Walt Disney World, that pineapple Dole Whip, and I bought everything to make it, and then Jimmy talked me out of it somehow. I believe it was Jimmy talked me out of it somehow, and I never did it even though I bought everything to make it. He talked me out of it. I think he did. Yeah, but I don't use Cool Whip anymore because, Jen Grill, you remember that commercial? They go, do you want cream or all? And they're like, what? You want cream or all on your pie? And she's like, we want whipped cream? And it was the Ready Whip, or you want all? And she said that Cool Whip is all. You want cream or oval? I don't know. She even started to add laugh tracks, and when the hubby says he's in the mood for something, you'll hear music notes, and she raises her brows, and then she makes it. That's nice. Is it food or is it desserts or is it both? Does he say that slaps? That slaps. This is gonna hit. This is gonna hit, honey. This is gonna slap. I'm gonna wash Sugar Spun Secrets. No, what is it called? It's not Sugar Spun Secrets. What is it's called? Oh my gosh. Darren McGrady. Hold on a minute. Sugar Spun Run. Oh, it expired. Do you have the Luke and Jimmy in the house? They're the expired police. If something is a Best Buy date and it's one day over, it's like they act like you're going to die. You've got to get it out of the house. Get it out of the house. Sugar Spun Run. Fox has a work Christmas party and is bringing 24 cowboy cookie bars that my daughter baked for her. A Christmas party? Well, that's late. Do they know it's January 10th tomorrow, Scooter? What are cowboy cookie bars? What's a cowboy cookie bar? I want to know what's in a cowboy cookie bar. Scooter's like, there's only 12 left because I got... Or if there were really 36, right? She's bringing 24. What's a cowboy cookie bar? It sounds like a 7-layer bar or something like that. I was talking to my cousin about those. She used to always make those for New Year's when she came over. We used to always spend 2 years. Oh my gosh, New Year's together as kids, always. Then we got older. We didn't do it anymore. I don't know when that stopped. Can't remember when that stopped. Basically, chocolate chip cookies. Like he'll say, I'm in the mood for buffalo wing queso or chicken piccata, and she cooks it. She cooks and bakes, but mostly meals. That sounds good. I'd like to have a person like that around, right? I feel like chicken. Remember that AT&T commercial? Hi, Daddy. I'm in charge of making dinner tonight. I'm making chicken surprise. Can you bring the chicken? Made in a 9x13, I believe. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with us? What's wrong with us, I said. Oh my gosh. Cowboy, what'd she say? Cowboy cookie bars? I'm going to look those up. Cowboy cookie bars. Cowboy cookie bars. I'm going to make soft chocolate cookies too from Hershey's. And I have peanut butter chips too that I can put in some of them. Cowboy cookie bars. I see them. They are, I'll tell you what they are. Cowboy cookie bars. Let's see. Cowboy cookie bars. Cowboy cookie bars are perfectly balanced and tasty, and they feature, oh, there's oats in there too, Scooter. They have a chewy edge, a gooey center, and every bite is loaded with chocolate coconut, pecans, and oats. That's what I did, kind of like my cousins. Yeah, I had a feeling. And they were like, oh my gosh, when you ate my cousins, it actually used the layer of like crescent rolls on the bottom of it. And it was like you just couldn't stop. It was like the greatest thing ever. And I think they started calling them 7-layer bars, but you had to use the pastry on the bottom. It was so good. But this kind of sounds like what it is. My cousin made them. They used to make the best stuff. But I gotta go to bed so I can bake tomorrow, hopefully. But love you guys. God bless. Prayers. See you tomorrow. Be good. And have a good one. Love you. Bye. Good night. God bless. Sweet dreams. Good night.